Hey there everyone, Captain Beards here, bringing you another Gears 5 video. Let's get it. Alright guys, so this video is going to be about cover mechanics. Now covering is one of the most important things for Gears 5 because utilizing it the right way is actually very important, because I see too many people using cover the wrong way. And obviously, I don't know if you see in the background there, but I got my wife in this video. She's going to be helping me with some of the mechanics that I'm going to be going over. So tip number one, don't blind fire. So blind firing is one of the worst things you can do in this Gears, just because it's so freaking slow. So many times I slide into cover just because I know this person's going to rush here. I slide in and then I go to blind fire. Look at that delay. Look at how long that took me to shoot. Slide. Yeah, that's way too long. By that time comes, they have already pushed forward and shot me right in the face. So, and even going over the top, if you go over the top, it's still delayed. And by that time, the person can literally slide into cover themselves and literally just angle pop shot you just like that. So don't blind fire. I know if you've been playing the game for quite a while now, you might have gotten 1 or 2 kills blind firing. It might have helped you here and there, but believe it or not, it's actually one of the worst things you could do. So what I actually recommend doing is pop shotting. So when you're on a cover like this, left side or right side cover, you can actually do one of those moves here, which you right click and then left click, and you do it fast, so that way you get a little pop shot. Yes, your character's body is going to show, but it's only for a split second. And not only is it going to help you with side covers, it's also going to help you with over the top covers too, because you can't shoot somebody like that. You can't kill somebody over cover unless you aim and shoot them. So if you blind fire, try to shoot them, you're just going to get pure cover there. So pop shotting from the top too is actually important. You got to take it a little bit slower so that way your gun can register, but you'll still be protected. So same thing on left side cover here. You want to pop shot just like that. Well, not like that, but like that. So aim, shoot, and then get away. Aim, shoot, and then get away. So tip number one, don't blind fire. Tip number two, pushing someone in cover. So when you push somebody in cover, guys, the last thing you want to do is do that blind fire mechanic where I push and then I try to shoot. See how slow that is? And I don't want to push somebody that's comfortable in cover. So if somebody's holding their angle right here, if somebody's on this little piece of cover right here, and I'm all the way up there, for instance, if I'm up here, the last thing I want to do is run towards them and try to engage in them. Well, all they're going to do is simply, they don't even have to pop shot from there. They can simply just aim their gun and start shooting me down and easily mow me down. So one of the best things to do if you're going to push somebody in cover is either A, use your wall bouncing to your advantage, so that way you can use angles, so that way it's harder for them to shoot you. Or B, one of the best things you could do is use your nade. Now if you use a flash bang or if you use a smoke is a little bit easier because you can hit it anywhere and it's just going to cloud them. Or you can flash bang. Now if you're going to flash bang, you got to make sure it goes over that cover. It can't hit the wall. So if I'm up here and I throw this flashbang and it hits that wall right there and they're behind that cover, it's actually not going to stun them. So what I'm going to want to do is, instead of aiming for the cover and over the top too much there, what I'm going to do is actually aim to the side here and then angle it so that way I'm getting a good distance here, so that way it's going to land right in their face. And as soon as it's thrown, I'm rushing in, and then I might go get a kick on them. So that's one way to push somebody in cover. The other way to push somebody in cover is, like I said, using wall bouncing. Now, if you're not a wall bounce, use your roadie run to your advantage. Roadie run and strafe them. Now, if you're on cover to cover, where you're on one side cover and he's on one side cover, he or she, of course, is on one side cover, the best thing you can do is try to get right angle, right? And what right angle means is that you don't want to go on cover. You want to get off of cover, so that way you can consistently shoot to the side off like this without having to do all this, right? Showing your entire body. Now for left side cover, we're going to go into something else, but first, keep your right angle cover, right? And then what you want to do is, if you can, back up. If somebody's on cover right here, guys, back up and then start wide righting, right? Aim your gun and wide right them. What that's going to do is you're going to see their body a lot sooner, and you're going to be able to start mowing them down by the time they even get a couple shots in you, especially if you're holding right side cover. If you're holding left side cover, you're kind of screwed a little bit unless you know this next technique, which I'm about to go over. So for now, that is tip number 2, pushing someone in cover. Tip number 3, and this is the last tip, and this is going to be 2 tips. All right, so first part of tip number 3 is if you're on right side cover, don't use right side cover. The only time you should ever use right side cover is when you have to crouch. Anytime your character needs to do this is when you should be on right side cover. If you are in a standing position, never use right side cover. You shouldn't be doing this. Instead, you should be doing this. Let me show you guys something. If I do this, I'm limited to certain areas that I can see, right? And on top of that, people can kind of see my character from here. But if I do this, now I'm in right side cover. I can peek over the ledge a little bit. I can turn my screen a little bit. I can hide a little bit more without making so much noise and stuff. And I can easily maneuver and move. Sometimes you get a little bit sticky and then you kind of got to back off the wall and it's a little bit too late from there. At least with this, I can simply just do this, right? Nobody would ever know. If somebody were to push right now, look at this. Somebody were to push right now, they wouldn't even know I'm there. But if I'm like this, watch, I'm going to have Poison do it. Come here, Poison. Go on this cover just like this. Alright, so if she's like that, right on that cover, look at that. I can actually see her gun. She's in an advantage spot, right? But I could see her freaking gun. Now if she gets off of the cover, and she just holds this angle right there, just like that, right? I have no freaking clue she's there. I still have no clue she's there. I still have, oh, now I can see her. Now I can shoot at her. Too late. By that time, I'm dead. So holding right side cover, the worst thing you can actually do on a standing platform is actually this. Don't do this. Do this. Trust me. Unless you have to do this. If your character needs to crouch down, then you hold right side cover. But other than that, you always want to try to stay standing. Now, part 2 of tip number 3 is your left side cover. This is the one that gets people a lot, and this is where people get killed playing Ring Around the Rosie because they try to keep that right side cover, and then all of a sudden somebody pops them from the left. So what Poison's going to show you here is she's going to aim her gun from left side cover, just pure. So you're going to see her whole body here. So she's on the wall. Boom. You can see the whole thing from there. So you can easily be killed like this, right? Now what she's going to do is she's going to use left side cover and pull off of it, but keep left side cover. And she's still aiming at me. Go ahead, shoot, Poison. And she can still freaking shoot me. So check this out. Stay like that, Poison, real quick. Stay just like that. Look at this. I can get a full shot on her. Now do left side cover and pull off. I can't freaking shoot her, but she can actually shoot me. This is game changing right here. If you're playing Ring Around the Rosie, now let me show you what Ring Around the Rosie is. So Poison, keep this cover right here. Right side cover, right? And now I'm like, hey, I don't want to chase her because this is left side and I suck at left side, right? And she's on right side, so she has an advantage. So now I'm going to push her left side cover. So go ahead, she goes on this side. And I'm thinking she's going to do that, right? I'm thinking she's going to do the full body thing. But instead she goes and does that. She pulls off of it, and I'm screwed. By the time I can see her and even get a glimpse, even a good shot, she'll shoot me right in the face and kill me. So, tip number 3, guys, left side cover and right side cover. You're holding right side cover, hold right side cover like this. If you hold left side cover, I want you guys to get used to going on the wall, aiming, pulling off of it, and going just like this, right? So this is how it looks in other words. Now, Poison, I want Poison to stand right here. All right, so she's going to stand right there, and she can see, if I aim like this, she can see my whole freaking body. I can see her, but she can see me, which kind of screws me up. Now when I do this, yeah. Now it's harder for her to shoot me, right? She might be able to get my elbow a little bit, but that's about it. Yeah, see, that did like nothing, no damage at all, right? So left side cover, one of the most important tips I can give you. And I want to say thank you to my wife, Poison Kids, for helping me make this video. And thank you to all you amazing subscribers. Remember, guys, hoodie up, get shit done. Peace out.